Hi everyone, my name is Zhang. I'm 25 this year. I grew up in Shanghai. I went to elementary school, middle school, and high school there before going to the US for college. I went to Harvard and majored in social studies, which is an interdisciplinary disciplinary major of all different social sciences. After graduation, I worked for a business school and a consulting firm for 2 years before coming back to China. And now I've relocated back to Shanghai, and I hope to do something related to education. So back in Boston, we founded a nonprofit organization called China Education Symposium, which organizes bi-weekly forums for people who are interested in education in China. And through the forum, I got to know of this program, and he told me about it, and I thought it's an interesting program and might be useful experience for myself. So that's why I joined the program. So I've done volunteer teaching before. I've been to Gansu teaching in rural areas, and I've also been to Changzhou teaching migrant workers' children in the city. And I've always been interested in this kind of experience. And this time, because it's in Inner Mongolia, which I've never been before, so I thought it'd be interesting to come here and see how the situation is like here. And hopefully I'll get some new experience, meet some new people, and learn about the education environment here. And I think the environment is a bit better than I expected, actually, because when we went to Gansu, there's no water in a village, and students don't have any books to read. While here, it's not too far away from the big cities, and there's enough water and food. So it's not terrible, but still we can see that there's not enough education resources in town, and some parents are in very difficult situations. So I feel there is still a lot to be done in this part of the country. I think I'm not here for very long, but I got to know some very interesting volunteers who have very different experience. Some are high school students in the US, some are college students from universities in Inner Mongolia, and especially for the college students in the province, they provided a very different perspective to situations here, because they are the locals in this part of the country, and they know what's going on, and they're really passionate about what's going on in the city, and some of them are actually interested in coming back here in the future after they graduate. So I think I'm learning a lot from them. I think I tried my best to share my experience in volunteering, because most of the students here are very new to volunteering. Most of the students here are new to teaching in the rural areas to children of this age. So I've had some experience before, and I don't think I have more experience or authority over them, but I think just because I've done it before, I've known some of the situations they're facing, and I know some of the difficulties they're having in daily teaching. So I just told them what I've experienced before, what kind of issues came up in my teaching before, and try to see what actually worked before and what didn't, and see how we can transfer the experience to this specific program. I think the fundamental issue with the rural education is still that the education system is not instrumental to giving students the opportunities to explore their interests, and partly because we don't have enough education resources in this part of the country. And I mean, that's a big issue for the entire country, because whenever we have good teachers, we have good education resources, we send them to the major cities like Shanghai or Beijing, or even for Inner Mongolia, we send them to the capital city instead of here in the part that actually needs the most resources. So and I think this issue, I think it will take some time for this problem to be solved from a top level. But for students or recent graduates or young people who are interested in the field, there are some things we can do. I mean, we can tell our friends about our experience and ask them to, tell